Welcome back to another episode of our GODSU Wednesday Icon Talk. This is your Excellency the Car, and I want to get you prepared for
Yes.
our Empower You Conference Part 2, Masterclass 6, Steps to Setting Up GODSU Credit Union and How You Can Help workshop. We have our Assistant Dean, Courtney Lodge, MBA, and he is the co-founder, CEO, and master coach at Sure Profits Academy and Sure Profits Coach. And he's assistant dean of GODSU Credit Union and is the NFFI JA GODSU board advisor. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy our presenter. Thank you.
And we're going to go straight into our God's You Credit Union. And who do we have here? Straight from the island of Jamaica. Wagwan.
I
Yeah.
am doing very good. Thank you very, very much.
Oh,
And yes, here in the lovely, lovely island of Jamaica, and coming to you live and bringing you tidings of good wishes, great joy, and prosperity. So, we are going to be speaking about the credit union movement, ladies and gentlemen, and the GODSU Credit Union.
let me ensure that we do a brief introduction so folks know exactly who you are. You're very experienced at doing just this, and we want to make sure that they get a brief bio. For everyone, once you get the actual magazine, all the bios of the people who spoke today will be included, just so you do know. Want to get you ready for that. So, designate Courtney Lodge, MBA, is a business transformation consultant, personal mastery life coach, motivational speaker, trainer, entrepreneur, author, and banker. He's a co-founder, CEO, and master coach of Sure Profits Academy, Profits Coach, where he is coaching businesses to find sure profits. He has served as the CEO of the Caribbean Confederation of Credit Unions, CCCU, where he led the strategic development and positioning of over 342 credit unions, all of which are small to medium-sized enterprise. Let me say that one more time because some folks, somebody in the back may not have heard me. He has led the strategic development and positioning of over 342 credit unions and their 18 leagues in 18 Caribbean countries. This assignment also saw Mr. Lodge consulting with several small, medium, and large businesses. He, for example, consulted in Suriname and Jamaica for the Inter-American Development Bank on small business development, training, and facilitation. He was general manager of microfinance at the Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, where he secured funding of over $1 billion from the European Investment Bank to online to thousands of entrepreneurs through microfinance institutions. As CEO of the GSB Credit Union, now FHC Credit Union, he and his team implemented a 9.58% mortgage product to match Usain Bolt's 100-meter world record of 9.58 seconds. How innovative is that? That must be Jamaica. That must be from Yard. This product effectively transformed the mortgage landscape, which was stuck for over 2 decades with interest rates of 14% up to 24%. We're speaking about in Jamaica now. Now, all mortgage lenders are below 8.5% in more competitive space. As vice president of branch distinction sales for the Victoria Mutual Building Society's branches in Jamaica, USA, UK, and Canada, he implemented the regional business development and sales team and several projects that were piloted through branches. As branch manager, board member, staff director, and licensed securities dealer representative of the now JN Bank, formerly JN Building Group, Society Group, he just continues to astound us with his proficiency. a former deputy superintendent of police, DSP, with the Jamaican Constabulary Force and served in Germany with the, that long name, what is that? Boken.
Bundeskriminalamt, the German FBI equivalent.
Oh my goodness. We will just say BKA. Okay.
BKA.
Thank you. The German FBI equivalent. He worked in the areas of anti-transnational organized crime, white collar crime, money laundering, and the criminal gang enterprises. This was the birth of his career at age 17. He must be a Jamaican with all these jobs. Yes. This international businessman, and just so you know, he did his master's degree here in the US, and just an outstanding young person. And don't let his age fool you. He may, he's in his 50s, but he does look 22. So don't let that fool you. This international businessman has worked, studied, and vacationed over 42 countries on 4 continents. In India, Mr. Lodge was a facilitator on a Commonwealth Secretariat initiative for small business development. In South Africa, Swaziland, and Zambia, he consulted with a firm to establish credit unions in those countries. And that's what he is doing here as the assistant dean of Global Over Day Seminary University. So without much time, I'm going to hand you to none other than Assistant Dean Designate Courtney Lodge, MBA. Take us away. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Diane. Hello to you, H.E. Dakar, and to the rest of the family. We are about to go into another fabulous session. All of the sessions have been excellent so far, and I am going to keep that trend going. It's my duty and my responsibility, so I'm going to take it home for you. I have included some things that I will not present on, but they're in the slides. But if you do get access to the slides, then you'd be able to get a better feel of what we're going to be discussing. So this is Masterclass 9, Steps to Setting Up the GODSU Credit Union and How You Can Help. That's the most important part. We have our little temporary logo going. And even, you see, it's already official because, guys, right now I am presenting to you from the year 2031. How is that sounding? So yes, what I'm going to be telling you about, irrespective of the fact that I'll be speaking in the present tense, we are now in the year 2031, where GODSU already has actually $10 billion in savings and $8 billion in loans back to you. How is that? Now let's go on and see. I will tell you exactly what we would have done between 2021 and currently, so that we are in the position that we are now. Of course, back then in 2021, we told you that this credit union is about financial mastery, and you are global workers of God, and you should rise up and emancipate yourself from financial slavery and those around you. And you did exactly that. And now you have climbed up into that realm called financial mastery, and you're experiencing that joy of having real control over your finances, thanks to GODSU Credit Union. And from back then and maybe before, that the real secret to success was in pooling your resources and benefiting from that collaboration and the synergy of that collaboration. And you now own your very own credit union, and you have power and control of your money and the money that's moving in your financial circles. Welcome once more to your GODSU Credit Union. And today, like I said, we'll be looking back to the year 2021, where we would have gone through some of these 3 areas, just basic background on what we needed back then to create the credit union, some of the requirements and the steps that we would have taken in order to create this credit union. So in part 1, we look at the credit union principles and structure, the regulations and federal versus state chartering of credit unions. We remember, of course, and we now understand this intimately, that this is a member-owned organization, that it's here to help us to to grow our finances. It's a not-for-profit cooperative financial institution, and it was formed by us to serve us. Us meaning everyone who is associated or affiliated with GODSU, the Global Ovid Day Seminary and University. Global Worker of God Seminary and University. So, because it's our credit union, we save in it, we borrow from it, and we obtain other financial services, including financial literacy, financial education, and help to grow our businesses from our own credit union. The benefits that we have been reaping include the fact that we were able to pool our resources and develop our communities. We were able to come together and provide financial services for our colleagues and friends. We were able to empower ourselves with financial knowledge and skills, able to empower our other members with the ability to operate their own financial institution. And we seized the opportunity. We brought together members of the credit union of GODSU, and were able to give back to them and also to provide financial services to the unbanked when the credit union created its own microfinance institution to serve others who are not members of the GODSU family directly. And of course, we love the fact that it's a tax exempted operation. Because of that, we get lower interest rates on loans, higher interest on our savings and investments. And because of the foreign branching, ladies and gentlemen, you remember when we started and we say, hey, it would be a good opportunity for us to move out into the Caribbean and Africa. But we're not only in the Caribbean and Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in South America and Europe, and we're in Asia, because we believe that this concept of the global worker of God should truly be global. And you've taken it over the past 10 years all around the world because of how we set up our credit union. The fundamental principles we would have gone through is the fact that in 1844, Robert Owen and the Rochdale Weavers in the UK, they created the first set of cooperatives, and they laid the fundamental principles upon which cooperative financial entities would be built. And we went and we built GODSU. It's one member, one vote. So you go and you buy stocks in somebody else's company, and you have 10 stocks, you have 10 votes. Somebody else with 1 million stocks, they have 1 million votes. So your votes wouldn't count. Here at GODSU, one share, you have a vote. If you have $1 billion, you still have just one vote. True democracy, and that's what we've been experiencing. And we've been experiencing the power of democratic control of our own credit union. No discrimination. We understand nothing along those lines because it's mutually owned equally by each and every one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, the basic structure was formed by the Federal Credit Union Act back in 1934 in the US. And we went through the fact that the credit union is funded by the shares purchased by you. And that's why we've been growing so phenomenally, because you've been buying up all the shares you can. You've been taking your money here because this is the best place for your money to be, at the GODSU Credit Union. You understand that the membership is limited to us who are members of GODSU. We have control, democratic control, and the loans are the primary investment for our credit union, and these loans are made exclusively to you, our members. The regulator and the insurance. So back in 1970, the National Credit Union Administration, which has responsibility for regulating and chartering federal credit unions, that act was formed in 1970 to give them the power. And the equivalent of the FDIC is set up for the credit union movement to ensure the shares of all the funds that you have in the credit union. So the fund is backed by the full fiat and credit of the US government. That's just like money, right? Printing money. The same thing that's backing your dollars, which is fiat, when they removed the gold standard back in 1970. As you see, This credit union is the new gold standard for your financial success. The second part is looking at the requirements, the chartering types and bonds, and the other things necessary. So the National Credit Union Administration is charged with the responsibility of chartering federal credit unions. But there are state credit unions as well. But the best model we found would have been the national federal credit union model, because we are now operating in all 52 states of the United States of America and other affiliated countries that have come on board over the past 10 years. We're now in 2031. We have some affiliates of the United States. That's how they're regarded. Now, there are several options we found when we were setting up to set up a federal credit union, where we would be designated as either a single occupational credit union, meaning that there would be a single employer, like say a GODSU, but not every one of us is employed by GODSU. So we decided not to go with that option. We did not go with the multiple bond or the community based where it's located to a specific geography. We went with the single associational common bond. And this credit union model serves a single associational sponsor, and that sponsor is GODSU itself. And because of that, we were able to get the designation of a federal credit union. This associational bond that I mentioned just now, this afforded us to include in our field of membership, regardless of location, all members and employees and associates and affiliates of the recognized association, which is GODSU and the GODSU Alumni Association. Now, there are some very important things to note with this model, the way it is set up, that you have to have common loyalties. There must be mutual benefits and mutual interests. So that's why it says a recognized association. So it is not good enough for you to just say, oh, I am a member of GODSU or I am a student of GODSU. No, you must become a dues paying member or associate or so of the GODSU Alumni Association in that case. So just to clarify that once more, it's not good enough. Well, let me look at that in the other slide, as a matter of fact. The bond cannot be established simply on the basis that the association, that GODSU exists or the GODSU Alumni Association exists. You must, these are some of the things to consider. Whether you're paying your dues, and that's why you are here as a member, because you continue to pay your dues and to pay your shares into the credit union and to get the benefits out of the credit union. We consider the fact that you participate in the furtherance of the goals of the credit union and of GODSU, because you are an outstanding member. You're referring people to GODSU to become students and global workers of God and chaplains in GODSU, and also now they are benefiting from being members of the credit union, and they're playing their part, being on the board of directors and serving in other capacities. And these are some of the other reasons why you would have been considered for membership and why you're now a member for over 10 years. More bond requirements. Individuals or honorary members who only make donations to the association are not eligible to join the credit union because your bond is not tight enough. So it's good if you're an honorary member, an honorary doctor of GODSU, for example, but in order to benefit from the credit union, you now must enroll in some of the paying courses offered by GODSU, so that you can get that tighter bond and association with GODSU, so you can benefit from the credit union movement. And here again it is, the terminology, alumni of GODSU, is insufficient to demonstrate the bond. To qualify, you as an alum of the school must first join the alumni association. and participate, because this is what it means by global worker, that you are here and you're contributing and you're working towards the GODSU Credit Union. So we're going to need 7 to 10 of you. That's what we told you in 2021. And you came forward, and we were able to have you become subscribers of the GODSU Credit Union. We chose a name and how we're going to operate, the power value, and because of that, we were set up without any challenges or difficulties by the National Credit Union Administration. They checked on what they called our economic advisability. Would we, or do we, or did we at the time have a potential field of membership with over 3,000 members? We proved to them that GODSU was reaching close to 20,000 members. They checked on the character and fitness of the management, the fit and proper status, the depth of the member support. They saw that you are working each and every week and participating and contributing and being a real global worker of God. And you were we presented our projected market conditions, our financial status based on the market conditions back then when COVID-19 was reigning. Oh, do you remember that? COVID-19, it's such a thing of the past. We don't even speak about it anymore. So the proposed management and fitness, this was checked into and all checked out, because we are people of exemplary character and fitness and abilities and competences. And we were able to launch, and we are now celebrating 10 years of your support. 10 years of the fact that you have been able to demonstrate your sufficiency and just demonstrate viability of the credit union by contributing and benefiting and giving back and helping to grow not only the credit union, not only GODSU, but this country and also all the countries in which we operate. They love us because when we were setting up, they said 3,000 members. But then we showed them easily that now we're serving over 20,000. The market and business plan, we prepared those, their vision and mission. And of course, we sought of you what part you could play. And you jumped to the front and you said, listen, you just tell me what I need to do. And you came and you participated, and we created business plans with these and more. Those are the basic requirements. And this is how we created and set up the credit union, and it is now a lovely, wonderful, beautiful operation. And based on my timing, I'm timing myself because that's what if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. I have 3 minutes left. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, for this 20-minute presentation that's coming to an end, this is how we got started. We submitted the wording for the proposed field of membership to the National Credit Union. And remember, the field of membership means all persons who are potential members. And of course, we satisfied the common bond requirement by proving that we're members of GODSU and the GODSU affiliated organizations. We chose a name and we submitted the application. This is what the initial wording was. And the National Credit Union Administration, they loved it, but then they amended it. But we then said that, of course, global over the day, seminary and university, GODSU, and you know the spiel, is a 50C13 interfaith learning global institution with corporate offices. And we went and we shared with them all of these wonderful things, that GODSU serves students and alumni in over 4 continents, that our association has registered dues-paying members, and that the GODSU's UN, NFFIJ, and now we're in several other countries, but the Jamaican branch took off so well that we just started to just serve all over the world, the New Futures Foundation. And of course, we gave them our associational bond, and they loved. And this is what we went on, they checked our name possibility, and they say, GODSU Federal Credit Union, no one has anything even close to that, because we are talking about God's you, ladies and gentlemen, a unique name. And I was told it was created by Her Excellency, the now Dr. Honorable Cairo Eubanks, who is a UN ambassador and global speaker and entrepreneur. 10 years has done a lot, ladies and gentlemen. And we don't want to mention the pageantry and that she was Miss USA, Queen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we submitted this application and we satisfied all the requirements and we got through with flying colors. We elected our subscribers. We elected the members to the board of directors and the credit committee. We got started and we had our organizational meetings. We discussed the progress. Each year we have our annual general meeting where we have the power and we elect the various members of the board of directors, and they served and they have been serving and you have been serving in the various capacities, and we thank you very much for your service. And we have been reviewed on several occasions by the National Credit Union Administration. We have an awesome financial enterprise that is giving total and complete value to us. We got started, we commenced our operations, and we went through everything that we needed to do. And we have a very good operation. Well-operated credit union is the title or the quote from the National Credit Union Administration. So, ladies and gentlemen, they keep supervising us and we keep meeting the standards and we keep expanding across the globe, providing value. And that's why we said to you back in May 22, 2021, you are wanted. We needed you and you stepped up and you served and you have been serving. It took us, they said 12 to 36 months, but we took 7 months to create our credit union because you provided all the resources, you volunteered. So we thank you and we thank you for your continued feedback in helping us to grow and expand GODSU Credit Union. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening and for you having built a credit union that is now 10 years old and $4 billion in assets. You've done an awesome job. Continue to live in that joy and that glory. Thank you very much.
Outstanding. Wow. You said a lot, and we're just so excited to work with you. Just everybody get ready, tighten your seatbelts, because Designate Courtney Lodge is in charge. And he is heading up our credit union, and he's going to just be outstanding. So that you guys can start sending in your interest to be a part of the credit union. And that's only for, as he said, people who are active in the Alumni Association. So some of you, have come through, and after you come through, you decide, well, I'm just going to get this and leave, but I want to be part of the credit union. It doesn't work that way. So when we have our criteria that at least once a month, you need to send in nominees, that's how you show activity. Some people send in nominees twice a day, like Dr. Sandra, twice a day. There's some people like Dr. Arlene, who works in the university every single day. Dr. Adrian, every single day. Dr. Lolithia, every single day. Dr. Porte, every single day. So those people are, the generals. They are just fantastic. But all we ask for you all to do is to spend 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes a month, 20 minutes a month, sending one great applicant to GODSU. If you can't do that, send a donation. If you can't do that, volunteer, but be active in order to be a part of our outstanding credit union. Thank you, Designate Lodge. We appreciate you.
Okay.
That was great.
Yes. Yes, I hope you enjoyed that. And now we can actually get started with our outstanding global worker. Now we have GODSU Chancellor, the Right Honorable Her Excellency, Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, JD Chaplain. She's the Miss Senior Florida USA and Miss Senior Jamaica Universe. She's Senior Vice President of Invita Financial Network, and she helped with administrative work and public relations for GODSU. Take us away.
Sure will. Awesome. I am so excited, and I know you're looking at the flyer in front of you right now. that's talking about our GODSU reunion. That's right. And you will see all three dates on there. It's I know on the 6th, we have the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th. So we are so no, six, no, we have the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. That's right in front of you. You can see the flyer. That's right. So we will be arriving in Washington, D.C. on for Friday, August the 6th for our official GODSU reunion and dinner, and also meet Queen Sudan, who, as you know, is competing for Miss Black Talented Teen USA. She's already Miss Black Talented Teen for Florida. And we're going to be meeting at the Via Sofia restaurant. That's in the Hamilton Hotel, historic Hamilton Hotel, right there on 14th Street. And dinner starts at 8 p.m. and we'll put up where to register. But that's not enough, because again, the next day, Saturday, August the 7th, 2021, we're going to have our award dinner dance. For those of you who know that you have been faithful, loyal, and supporting GODSU, we have something for you. And that's going to be done at the Swahili Village Kenyan, the Swahili Village Kenyan restaurant, Consulate, DC, and that's on M Street, and dinner starts at 8 p.m. and we'll put up how to register. And then, of course, on Sunday the 8th, we are going to celebrate and support Miss Sudan Eubanks, who is our Miss Black Florida Talented Teen, as well as a GODSU Junior Ambassador. She has been working with GODSU as a Junior Ambassador since she was 8 years old, ladies and gentlemen. She has started at least 3 businesses, and she's helped with at least 50 charitable events. In addition, she just recently got, at her young age, a presidential award for her volunteering. That is outstanding for a young lady her age. And you can see her beautiful flyer. We're going to put that up there, that she is a scientist, and her talent is being a scientist. So many times we teach our children that their only talent is to dance and sing. Miss Sudan says, that's okay, you can do that too, but guess what? We have the minds of scientists as well. So that's going to take care, that the event is going to be, I believe, at UDC Town Hall Education Arts Recreation Campus. And it's going to be outstanding. And we definitely, that's at 1 p.m. on Sunday. So you can look on our beautiful flyer. You'll see that some of the very noteworthy people are going to be there. We have Dr. Janice Boss. We have, who do we have here? We have Reverend Dr. Lalithia, one of our assistant deans. Dr. Boss is also an assistant dean. And we have Dean Dr. Lalithia, who is also one of our deans. We'll have Dr. Jesse Sharp. We'll have Miss Sudan, Queen Sudan Eubanks. We'll have Apostle Dean Dr. Adrian there. Our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks will be there. Her Excellency Dr. Arlene, myself, Reverend Dr. George Edward Holmes is going to be there. I'm telling you, and Her Excellency Queen Kyra Eubanks, who is also a pageant queen, will be there. His Excellency Dr. Matthew Fogg, Dr. Patricia McDougall, and of course the great Dr. Charles Olawale. So I am just so pleased that, and so many others are from GODSU will be there. So we can't wait to see you in the flesh. It has been what, almost 2 years since we've traveled to DC. Oh my goodness. So please come. I am Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, and I'm so pleased that you all are going to come and be with us. And as you know, this weekend, we are going to be in Vegas. Yeah. So DC is going to be after Vegas. So for those of you who can still come to Vegas, we are going to be at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. And the great news is that I've been blessed that I will get a Lifetime Achievement Award from the president, as well as I'll get a U.S. Congressional Award. And more than anything else is I'll get to ear hug you guys, because, you know, we still socially distancing, but I will get to really love on you guys. So please get to Vegas, get there by the 30th, the very latest, because we also going to do what, Bruno Mars that night y'all are taking me to. And I only have moves from back in the 70s, so I don't know what I'm going to do with you all. Y'all are going to shame me on the dance floor, but I'm going to come anyway, okay? So we're headed to Vegas, Bruno Mars. We're headed to celebrate you all, and that's what we do here at GODSU, right? Right, Sex and the car.
That's
We
right.
celebrate family. That's what we celebrate up in here, up in here. Okay, so we have no shame in our game, and I just want to let you guys know I have no shame because I will be stepping out in my artist body magic. Yes, I will. I would have drank my Lviv, so I have my Coca-Cola bottle shape. Okay, thank you, Dr. Boss. I appreciate them all. So with that said, I'm going to pass it on to you, His Excellency, because I'm so happy I could just talk all day. So go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. And speaking of Dr. Janice Boss, she's helping with public relations. We have Dr. Janice Boss Chaplin, who is the author of Code to Human Life, Building Good Relationships. And she's with Artists International Global Distributor, which helps you with weight loss and shaping garments.
Awesome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. First, I'd like to give honor to God, to Chancellor Attorney, Her Excellency, Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, to our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency, Dr. Willis Eubanks, Jr. Chaplain, to His Excellency, Dakar Eubanks Chaplaincy, and to Her Excellency, Cairo Eubanks. And of course, to one of our teams, the Ambassador Sudan, and she's about to win the Miss Black US pageant. And I am so excited about that. I just can't wait. I just love, love, love our youth because they will be taking the banner for the future. I am Dr. Janice Boss, an author of Code to Human Life, Building Good Relationships. And my second book was published February 2020. And I am just so excited about that and being with GODSU. It has really, really skyrocketed the sale of my book, the interest in my book. And I am just so, so excited about that. And I thank GODSU for allowing me to share about my entrepreneurship. And I will tell you very shortly that it is just about a two-step system. The first system is putting nutritional products into your system or putting nutritional supplements into your system to build up your immune system. And it's so good to do that during this pandemic season. And the second system that we have is the body reshaping garments. And one of them is the body magic. And I will not show that to you today, but I do have it with me. And I do have the Lviv juice. That is a miracle drink. I am 70 years young and I am on no medication. And I have been a part of artist life for over 10 years. And I believe that consuming this juice has really, really helped me to stay healthy. And I also would like to do a disclaimer and say that we only tell about our products because of our testimonies that we have had. And so again, I would like to thank you. And I would like to thank GODSU. They have just added to my life. They have impacted my life. And what I love, and I have to say this every time, that GODSU believes in collaboration and not competition. And everybody has an opportunity to be on this platform that they have allowed me to have today. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you so much. And since I've been drinking your Lviv and we're in your body shape, I didn't drop 2 sizes, I dropped 4. So thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate that.
Nice.
Thank you. And next we have for public relations, or Dean. That's right, elevated to Dean, Reverend Dr. Lilithia Davis Chaplin, CEO and founder of Dior to Live and Overflow. She's also a God Success Teach and Pray co-host, a GODSU board advisor, and or Dean of Chaplaincy. So without further ado, take us away.
Just look, let me tell you something. Being on this platform, being with the part of the family of GODSU is living in the overflow. Because ever since I have joined the family, my life has been overflowing with abundantly with the blessings and the promises of God. Because of GODSU. I mean, just think of the name, God. I mean, anything that has the name that God's, and it's God, you, the God in you. My God, the God in you. The Honorable Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks and your entire family. I thank God for giving you the vision. You wrote it, made it plain, and ran with it. And now you have thousands of followers that have taken to that vision and see it. Like-minded people that see that vision and say, hey, I want to be a part of that family. And I thank you and I honor you for that. I give God all the glory for what he has done and what he continues to do with the Global Overday Seminary Seminary and University, because we are global workers of God. And I want to thank God for that. And so I am the founder and CEO of Dior to Live in Overflow. I am free, liberty. Whom the Son has set free is free indeed. And I have a ministry that is a ministry of intercessory prayer, praying for people that feel themselves as being stuck or held in a bondage of their past or circumstances or situations that cause them that keeps them from moving forward in the things of God. Because God wants us to be happy. He wants us to live life to the full abundance. And he has many promises for us, over 5,000 of them in the Bible. And so my purpose, oh my God, my purpose is to help people to see that they are great, to see their greatness and to live life to the full, to pull out of them the potentials that they have to reach their full potential in God. And so then along with that, I have blessed oils that I offer and unique oil bottles and Talit prayer shawls the covering that when you pray to cover yourselves in and all of the items that I offer are consecrated, my God. And so I believe in being connected to the Spirit of the Lord and to offer my clients and customers these things that will help them in healing, because God wants to heal the mind, the body, and the soul, so that we can be healthy and bringing others and leading others to Christ and living in the overflow. I am also a financial solution specialist. God says, get your house in order. It's not just about buying a new home, but have you gotten your will together? Do you have a trust, the power of attorney, a trust. If something were to happen to you today and you could not speak for yourself, have you put someone in place that knows what you want and can speak for you? We don't know today, tomorrow, the next hour, but do you have your house in order? My God. So I am a financial solution specialist. I help you with your finances, help you to build your credit score so that you can be free in the area of finances and buy that home or that property you want, or start your business. But also, if you have a student loan that's in default or whatever, help you get that off of your credit. You have collections that shouldn't be there, and I'll tell you why they shouldn't be there. I'll help you get that removed from your credit. I just want to help you, yes, you, to be free, Dior, to live in the overflow. And so you can reach me at 346-224-0784. I'd love to hear from you. And my next challenge is for all of you who know me from the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. I want to see you in DC, August the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Look to hear from me, because I'm inviting you to be with us at the official reunion of GODSU. I want to see you connect with us. It's a great family to be a part of. God bless you, and have yourself a bountifully blessed day.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
And next up, we have helping with public relations for GODSU, Eva J. Brown Chaplain, who's the former president of the Mrs. Wives and Widows of Fredericksburg vicinity and currently serving as chaplain.
Hello, everyone. What a great day it is to be a part of this great team of believers. I'd like to first give honor to God and to our Chancellor, Diane Eubanks, and to the staff and all the members. I am, again, elated to be here today. I'm so excited. This has been just a great journey for me with GODSU. Every time I think that the Lord has done an elevation in one area, he said, oh no, I'm not done. There's another elevation here. And it has come through GODSU that I've found some additional purposes in my life. I'm currently a women's leader. I teach leadership for our new members at our church. I also teach every Tuesday on Zoom for our women's group. We call it our I group. So it's a group of women who we just get together and love on each other and celebrate womanhood through the Word of God. So one of the things that I just like to say again, I thank this university for being in my life at this current time. And I'm excited about seeing everyone in DC. Yay, DMV. And we're so glad you guys are coming in our direction. But also, again, I just like to give special honor and thanks. God said, give honor to whom honor is due. I like to thank Chancellor Diane for just seeing the God in me and just saying, hey, you can do this, girl. So I appreciate you guys tremendously. I am Chaplain Eva J. Brown. I also am one of the founders of one of the Christian schools here in the area. And I just really administrator for Habitat for Humanity. Retired though, praise the Lord. But anyway, I just like to say God is good, and his mercy endures for all times, all things, and all generations. And you can reach me, Chaplain Eva J. Brown, at evajbrown1954@gmail.com, or you can give me a call, 540-287-0865. God bless.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you so much. We're so happy and welcome as an assistant dean. You're just outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding. Thank you.
And next we have our Dean Apostle, Dr. Adrienne Jackson Chaplain. She's the president and owner of Global Expert Solutions, LLC, and she's a God Success Teach and Pray co-host. She's our Dean of Administration, Senior Administrator to the Office of the Chancellor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited and elated to be here to speak to everyone today. I want to share a little bit about my company, and then I'm going to get into Global Over Day Seminary and University. I am so excited and jazzed about what we're doing. Global Expert Solution, we are a business consultancy agency looking to serve the community. If you are an African American entrepreneur, I am looking for you to give me a call or an email so that I can be a blessing to your organization. We provide education, training, strategies to help leaders and organizations to improve their leadership skills and competencies, and strategic consultants. And we just started helping organizations. If you want to start a business, an LLC, if you want to convert your LLC to a nonprofit organization, if you want to incorporate your business, whatever it is you desire to do for your business to grow and to serve your community, I am here to help you. And I want to share something with you that's so dear to my heart, and it's the opportunity to be a part of Global Over Day Seminary and University. And I am a believer in Christ, amen. And one of the things that attracted to me about the school is their chaplaincy program. And we are expanding our chaplaincy program to offer different opportunities. We have military, we have medical, we have business, we have the Christian, we have the Islamic, we have interfaith. You ought to be excited right now by what I just shared with you. God is wanting to build an army of chaplains so that we can go out and be global workers of God and change ages. Remember this word, change ages. You are a change agent. If someone has introduced you to Global Over Day Seminary and University for our theology programs, for our honorary doctorate programs, even our earned doctorate programs, our master's, our bachelor's, our associate degrees, or even our chaplaincy program, please go to our website at www.godsu.org. And we have our website for Bible Institute. You can check out what we are offering. It is an outstanding institution. It's unique. It's set apart. We're making an impact for the glory of God. And I'm going to say this to everyone prophetically. We are just as good as Yale and Harvard and Stanford. Amen. USC, some of these other top-rated schools. We are a top-rated school. How about that? So God bless you. We love you, and we want you to be a part of what we're doing, this global movement for the glory of God. Now, you may reach me at area code 657-358-0297, or you may email me at aej.success777@outlook.com. We love you, and we're looking forward to you to be a part of Global Over Day Seminary University. Thank you.
Outstanding, outstanding. Thank you for all the tireless work that you do, Dr. Adrian. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. And next we have for professorship, Dr. Yolanda Holmes Taylor, owner and founder of Holistically You, LLC. She's also a chaplain here, so we'll add that to her title. She's Dr. Yolanda Holmes Taylor, chaplain. Dr. Taylor, take us away.
Greetings, praise the Lord. To God be the glory for this opportunity and to even be considered. I am truly honored. Thank you, Her Excellence Diane Moore, for your love and your compassion that you've shown towards me, and to you also, His Excellence Dr. Dakar Eubanks. I'm ever so grateful. My name is Yolanda Holmes Taylor. I am a naturopathic doctor. I own Holistically You since 2012. And what I do, I provide holistic services and modalities to assist the total body of the person, mind, body, and spirit. So I offer products such as essential oils. Some of the modalities that I do is reflexology, ear candling, and body scanning, which is considered into the naturopathic family as well. And I am currently under Dr. Sandra Deckert, who I used to be I used to be her armor bearer when I first started in ministry. So we have gone a very deep relationship in that, and she has allowed me to come into her practice, just coming out of school to learn. I am a servant, so in serving you learn. So even with being connected to GODSU, I look at this as it says global. And to me, global is international, which means it's not just touching my culture, but it's touching other cultures and is bringing us all together. And what impacted me so much was that even with me just now getting into this program, they would not let me settle. So you do not get a chance to be, not moving forward. And that's what I dearly appreciate about GODSU, is that they have really pushed me. And even coming out of school, I am still being pushed. And so I am deeply honored that you have even considered me for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And we have another title for you. No, you're Professor Dr. Yolanda Holmes Taylor, chaplain. Thank you so much for your part of creating one of our newest programs, the Global Overday Seminary and University Medical Health and Wellness Chaplain. Will be launched both in Las Vegas as well as in DC. And one of the co-creators is right here with you. So thank you so much for your work. God bless you.
I'm honored. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have helping with public relations for GODSU, Dean Reverend Dr. Leo Pickett Chaplain. He is the CEO of Leo's Worship and Praise, and he is a GODSU Dean of Chaplaincy and Honors Program, and is the Director of Music.
Sometimes I get my backgrounds mixed up, but I never get my forethoughts mixed up. and as the mosquito said when he accidentally bumped into the electric fan, I'm delighted to be here with you today. And years ago, at my home church in Fort Washington, Maryland, our late beloved pastor, who's been he's been in heaven for quite a number of years now, but he spoke to me and he said, I would like you to take over our nursing home ministry. So I said, be glad to do that. So about 30 years, the first Monday of every month, even on Labor Day, I would go to different nursing homes and sing for an hour for the residents there. And it was certainly a wonderful experience. And that kind of led me to part of what I do today, which is offer music therapy and health and nutrition to seniors. And I may be reached at Leo Pickett 62 at gmail.com. And my phone number is 301-806-2287. It has been wonderful being connected with GODSU. And it's amazing how when I wear my jacket, I always accidentally recruit people because they'll see this sharp-looking jacket designed by His Excellency Dakar. And I like to think of His Excellency Dakar as our DNA, because his initials are Dakar Niles Alexander. He's our DNA. He keeps us together. here at the university, and he is a whiz at electronics and all of these things that you see. Even when I get the wrong colors or the wrong backgrounds or all of that, and and even knock myself out of the picture. But I've had such a great experience in the short time that I've been with GODSU, and it's increasing all the time. And as I say, I can never wear this jacket without somebody uh, inquiring of me. Instead of me inquiring of them, they inquire, what's that all about? You know, and so and so it's just been a wonderful organization. And I'm still in the learning stage. I'm a perpetual student anyway. So I guess my time is up, and I just wanted to share with you today. Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. And Dr. Leary, I guess because you're 80 plus years old, be with us 6 years is a short time, but it's longer than anybody else here. So kudos to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm not ashamed of my chronology.
That's
So,
right. And you look handsome, very handsome.
thank you very much. I appreciate that. Coming from you, our esteemed chancellor and leader. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. Next, we have coming with administrative work and public relations for God's You is Assistant Dean Lakeisha Richards Chaplin. She's the CEO of LJ Richards LLC.
And we have helping with administrative work for GODSU, our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks Chaplin, who is the CEO of Take Action Now IT, Inc., doing business as Tanit. He's also a GODSU Dean of Cybersecurity Curriculum and is a GODSU Board Advisor.
Continuing, we have for online strategy for God's You, none other than Assistant Dean Dr. Danny Porte, MBA, HCS, CPC, CPRW, MPM, HR, PM, SHR, PM, Chaplain, God's You Board Member, and the God's You Assistant Dean for online courses and CEO of PME or Professional Management Enterprises, Inc.
Yes. And we have helping with administrative work for GODSU, Andrea R. Hillard Chaplin, and she's the CEO of Andrea Caleb's Event LLC.
Our paralegal and also help with administrative work and our professor, Director, Her Excellency Cairo D.R. Eubanks, UNCSR, CLC, CEC Chaplain, Miss Broward County, CEO of Cairo Speaks and Cairo Writes, and GODSU Director of Administration, Board Advisor, and Co-Director of our Junior Ambassador Program.
With corporate strategies, we have Assistant Dean Courtney Lodge, MBA. He is the co-founder, CEO, and master coach at Shore Profits Academy and Shore Profits Coach. He's Assistant Dean of GODSU Credit Union and is NFFI JA Board Advisor.
Excellent. And you just watched him earlier today. And our professor, Dr. Antoinette Tony Myers Winfield, Doctor of Chiropractor at Golson Spine Rehabilitation Center and GODSU Designate Chaplain.
Helping with hospitality, physician, Her Excellency Dr. Rhoda McKenday, PhD, Chaplain. She is the founder of Drome and is a GODSU medical missions physician.
Public relations again, Her Excellency Dr. Arlene Span Chaplain, founder of Arlene Sweats, a GODSU board advisor and NFFI Jamaica board member and GODSU or GODSU Dean of Administration, as well as graduation.
Helping with public relations for GODSU, Assistant Dean Bishop Dr. Reginald Benjamin Chaplin. He's the pastor, CEO, and Bishop of Lighthouse Christian Fellowship Center. And he's also a God Success Teach and Pray co-host and is a GODSU Assistant Dean of Chaplaincy Program.
Further, PR, Assistant Dean Dr. Charles Olawale Chaplin, Principal Consultant at Graffiti Consulting Inc., and a God Success Teach and Pray co-host, and he will be in Washington, D.C. Make sure you see him.
We have helping with public relations for GODSU as well, Assistant Dean Reverend Dr. Sandra Norris Deckert Chaplin, First Lady and co-pastor of Greenhouse International Church, and she's the owner and physician at Genesis Health and Clinic and Spa, and is a GODSU Assistant Dean of Chaplaincy Program and a board member as well.
PR, Joseph Rollins, GODSU supporter. Thank you, sir.
And we have helping with public relations for GODSU, Assistant Dean Dr. Patricia McDougall Chaplin, who is the CEO of Patricia's Professional Photos LLC. She helps with photography and videography. She's also GODSU official photographer and assistant dean of Iconic Recruits.
And we're going to pause here a little bit because we have a special young lady here. As Dr. Janice Boss, Assistant Dean Dr. Janice Boss, talked about our teen here at GODSU who helped us with public relations. Miss Black Talented Teen, the Miss Black USA title holder for the Sunshine State, Sudan A.L. Eubanks, and that her actual acronym to her name is SALE. So that lets you know a little bit about her. And she's a CEO of Sudan Dolls, Games and Apps. She's also a co-host at 14 of the God Success Teach and Pray. And we want to welcome everybody to meet her in person August 6th through the 8th in Washington, D.C., as well as to come and watch her in her pageant where she will be portraying a scientist and doing scientific various experiments for her talent. So many times, as I said, our children get caught up with just dancing and singing. Well, why don't we go do a little science too, okay? So we really would love for you to support her financially. Her Cash App is $, Sudan Eubanks, that's $, SUDAN EUBANKS, and you can donate. You can help her. We have folks, the average people are giving is like $100. But if you want to give $5,000, go right ahead. Don't stop yourself. Go right ahead because she's doing some great work. And I'm just going to read a little bit about her. Sudan is the 14-year-old Global Overday Seminary and University GODSU Junior Ambassador and Florida State title holder, representing 20 million Floridians for the Miss Black USA pageant system as Miss Black Florida Talented Teen. She's a fifth-generation Floridian on her daddy's side and Jamaican on my side. She is an avid advocate for youth community service and has volunteered in the Best Buddies program, where she mentored and aided children with disabilities and tutored sixth graders for 3 months. Furthermore, she packeted and distributed food and toiletries that aided hundreds of families. In addition to her acts of kindness, Sudan, at only 14, is at the center of multiple initiatives, including creating and completing a trademark which she owns through the U.S. Patent Office for an initiative called Reading with Royalty, where she reads to children who are bedridden and are in the hospital who cannot get out. And she reads them books, as well as she's now recruited 500 readers, listen to this, from 50 states and 2 territories, including Guam and Puerto Rico, and 6 additional countries, Canada, Australia, England, Greece, Netherlands. She secured a partnership with a Children's Miracle Network hospital, and she's been featured in the Miami Herald. Is that at 14? She's done all of that. She's also a global leader as a youth volunteer for New Future Foundation Inc., the Jamaica chapter, where she went down as a as a Goodwill Junior Ambassador to our United Nations NGO in Jamaica and visited various schools and gave out computer products, tablets, donated printers, gave professional clothing to children who were less fortunate. And whenever she misbehaves, I always tell her that she may be going back there to join them. You know that? Okay. She's well behaved. She's well behaved. She's been an advocate for positivity and prosperity. She co-created Uplifting News, a web show that really proliferates, speaking to people in the government, people who are celebrities who have a positive message. She's spoken to Miss America. She's interviewed Miss America, the commissioner, the mayors here, various people. And because of the countless hours she spent towards these causes, she was granted the United States Presidential Achievement Award. She received that. So please, guys, please support her financially. As I said, on Cash App, the $ Sudan Eubanks, or on Zelle at 301-326-3191. We have Apple Pay as well as you can go to PayPal and go to financialdrdiane@gmail.com so that she can get the kind of assistance to excel in her competition. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And now we also have a public relations, none other than the gentleman beside me. Can you show, I saw you have some pictures of different poses in this outfit. They even need to see the shoes. Can you show them this stuff? I mean, he's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm speaking about none other than my co-host, okay, director, His Excellency, Dakar Eubanks, chaplain. And he is the CEO, founder of the Car Marketing Tools. He's a GODSU director of all operations. And he's a co-director of the Junior Ambassador Program. He's a consultant. He's a tailor. He's a stylist. He is just so much, but I'm going to let him take it from here. Go ahead, sir. God Success Teach and Pray, producer, director, executive producer. What else can I say about you, sir? Just take it away.
Thank you. I think you got it all. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I am His Excellency Dakar. I'm the Director of Operations at GODSU, and I'm the CEO of the Car Marketing Tools. And we're an international graphic and printing company that provides you with all of your marketing needs to help you and your company grow. Our popular products are branded rings, branded pins, branded golf shirts, branded jackets, and our GODSU African American Bibles. In addition, we provide merchandise that's crucial to your business's success, such as our magazines, banners, flyers, digital business cards. You can see mine at the screen there. How to print. Also, we have printed business cards as well. And with innovative tools, you can turn your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. During this time of constant Zoom meetings and webinars, we at Dakar Marketing Tools want to make sure you're prepared with our Zoom for Profits course. You can see the information on the screen for how to register for the on-demand course. Some of the things that we cover is how to make money doing Zoom, Zoom Essentials, Zoom Basics, and turning your brick and mortar into an e-commerce platform. And as special requests, I do have some of my outfits on the screen there. You can see as Dr. Diane requested there. And also, if you look at the screen, we do have the Woman of Power. Whoop.
There she is.
Yes. She's not your superwoman. GODSU Woman Empowerment Series. And our moderator was Dr. Eve Taylor. You can see the information on the screen. We're going to be doing another Wednesday Icon Talk on August 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Next week, I would like to extend a special appreciation to the GODSU leaders who have volunteered many hours. We especially thank those who have provided the actual names, emails, and phone numbers of referrals. GODSU is grateful for the opportunity to add workers of God to our database as well as register for our educational programs. And I want to remind you to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And catch us in the morning. We do have our God Success Teach and Pray as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. And don't leave. We have some messages for you afterwards, so keep listening.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. Program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual, Interfaith, and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Musafor, billionaire builder and dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olawale. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, Ph.D., Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, Ph.D., Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU, Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, J.D., Ph.D., Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, Ph.D., Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency